the teachers. Today and in 2005, the teachers, you, have stood up. And so I am so happy to see those lecturers who are here from tertiary, as was mentioned just now. We have been asking and you have been responding.
More than 300 members of the B.N.T.U. Belmopan Branch didn't show up to their classrooms today. While most teachers were absent from school, they were present, but here at their local union branch meeting at the George Price Center.
We are giving our teachers information so that they can know the facts, so that whenever anything come up, they'll be able to stand up and explain. And so whosoever, for the people who don't understand, they'll be able to explain to them, because what we are doing today is very important for country.
The B.N.T.U. Belmopan Branch, are you guys prepared to go, all the way along with, the rest of the unions from around the country?
But when it comes to B.N.T.U. Belmopan Branch, B.N.T.U. is one big branch. And the members, they give the mandate. And whatever the members say, we do. And if the members say they are in it for a long haul, then we go for the long haul too. Because our membership is very important to us.
Now we know that meetings are happening across the country, and I believe a decision is going to be made about, what happens in the next couple of days. When are you guys expecting to come to a decision?
By the end of today, we will know what tomorrow brings and the other day.
We've heard, and particularly members from the present government and supporters of the UDP are saying this isn't really about the 8 points, it's just you guys initially only wanted your 3%, and that the leadership of the B.N.T.U. has turned this into a political issue. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I disagree with that, because when it comes to B.N.T.U., we have a council of management. So our national president could never, ever make certain decisions. And whatever is happening here comes from council and membership. So when they are playing politics, they are just finding reason to try to do union busting. And that won't work, and that is why we are here today, because we support Mr. Polanco. He is our president and he listened.
Around the city, most of the school grounds were pretty empty, with less than half the students. Classrooms were closed and some gates were even locked. Primary schools, like Our Lady of Guadalupe, was closed, while Belmopan Methodist High School saw a 54% turnout of their students, and 12 out of 17 teachers were in class teaching. At Comprehensive High School, less than half the students were in class today, with only 350 out of 1,050. Only 21 teachers were in class, but Principal Maria Hutchinson said that they combined some of the smaller classes and students were given work and being supervised by at least one head teacher. Perhaps while this wasn't the best news for those who showed up for classes today, it was a victory for the B.N.T.U.
So far we counted this morning, and we have a little bit over 350 members and non-members who are here with us to support the cause.
Mr. Mills, what's the number in terms of membership that you guys have on record?
On record, up to when we had our first meeting, we had about 275. And at that time we had like 50 new members who signed up. And today we are accepting applications as well, because we have teachers who just started to teach, and some of them already signed up for membership today.
Now, would you consider this, perhaps a success, looking at, the number of membership and the number of teachers who are out here?
Of course it's a success, because like what President mentioned, that normally for meetings we don't have this much. But today, as you can see, it is filled, and we still have teachers standing outside. So it's a huge success. Majority or all of the primary schools are closed. And we own some of the high schools. A few teachers showed up, so the teachers there are just babysitting because they cannot teach. We cannot teach 2 or 3 students in a classroom, right? So the teachers who are there, or the one who did show up, they are just babysitting. So the support from the community itself has been resounding.
Pastor Rock nonsense in the Senate. I don't know who taught him, and I'm hoping it's no one in this room. And so with that bill that was proposed, that is saying that the government has 3, and the social partners has 2, and there is 1 for the opposition. Because we need to come past the rock as the government.
And the spirited meeting featured speakers on a wide range of issues, and some public figures like Senator Ashley Rock were not spared in the discussion of the teachers' 8 points. And the teachers at today's meeting say that the 3% is not the only reason they're on strike.
I decided not to show up to school today because I'm 100% behind my union for the things that we are asking the government to hear our voice for, and I feel like they're not taking us seriously. I need to take a stand. Yes, I am ready to my salary to be taken away, because something, I need to know that when I stand now, my children will know that their mother stood up for what she believed in. What do I believe in? I believe that we need these 13 senators. Look at what happened here on Friday. To me, it was a joke. Another thing, I believe that the tax reformation needs to be looked at, where across the board we need to look at it and find a margin where it is right for everybody. That is just a few of them. And as to the 3%, personally, okay, as a union, it is still on the table. But personally, for me, I don't really care about that 3%. You know why? Because it comes out in tax. I've never paid tax before, and now I'm paying tax.
I'm also out here because of there are many national issues, and one national issue in particular that stands out to me is the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. And if a country is so corrupt or corrupt, on its pathway to corruption, its citizens would always be poor. And we want to tell our generations to come that we are standing up for them. Another thing that stands out to us is our safety from our house to our school and from our school to our home. We love what we do. We're in the teaching profession, not for the sake of the money, but for the love of it.
Government minister saying, you know what, the teachers are my only one in 3%, but the leadership at the B.N.T.U has turned it into a political issue. They don't really care about the other points. It's just the 3%. How would you respond to that?
The Belize National Teachers Union, no party is in. If I have to go to the limit and say party are inside, we have POP and UDP and every other party members. But once it comes to a union, we are a union. Today we wear hats in terms of the Belize National Teachers Union. Our leadership has no agenda, no political agenda. He might have aspired to have an office within there. No, the good gentleman is honest. That I can attest to. And I'm also willing to go to the point and say each and every teacher here suffers every day. Now, we are not here for what we call political mileage. What political mileage do we have? Our only political mileage here is for the betterment of our country. I have 26 students entrusted into my care, and I wish that their future is much, much brighter than mine when the year comes in.
Now, talk to me about your school. What's the sentiment among the teachers at your school?
I have to say that at St. Michael's, we have 100% in solidarity with the union. We are all membership. I believe that it's 95% of our staff or my fellow colleagues at St. Michael's are union members. We also go through what we call what does it benefits us from that, precisely for certain issues such as these ones, and for solidarity movement and demonstration and strikes such as these ones as well.
So all of you are out here today.
We are all out here, and we will continue to be out here as long as we gonna be out here.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.